The price of divorce, when your life is divided. Divorce is not just the tearing apart of two people, it is the tearing apart of a man's life in every direction. On paper, it looks simple: signatures, agreements, settlements, but when the ink dries, the real truth begins to cut. Men don't just lose a marriage, they lose homes, assets, income, momentum. The math is merciless. The average man suffers a drop in living standard by 10–40%. Think about that. You live one way on Friday, and by Monday, after the court orders are stamped, you're living on half. This is not theory, it's inevitability. The gravity is inescapable. When two incomes become one, when assets are divided, when alimony and child support drain every paycheck, the numbers don't lie. Divorce is a financial guillotine. The scroll calls it unfair. He drowns in bitterness, pretends he can maintain the old lifestyle, spends on distractions to soothe his ego. But the centurion understands the blade is coming, and if he doesn't adjust, it will sever more than his wallet. It will sever his future. Let's confront the ledger. The family home, gone or halved. Retirement savings, sliced down the middle. Vehicles, furniture, accounts, all divided. Then come the legal fees, the endless hours billed by lawyers who profit from your pain. Add monthly alimony checks, child support payments, health insurance obligations. Suddenly, what you thought was secure is leaking faster than you can plug the holes. A man who once made $80,000 finds himself effectively living on $48,000. And that's before inflation, before emergencies, before the hidden costs of starting over. This is not misfortune, this is mathematics. And yet most men walk blindly into it. They think divorce will hurt emotionally, not realizing it bleeds them financially. They think they'll recover quickly, ignoring the years it takes to rebuild credit, accounts, and stability. They deny the reality until the collectors show up in the form of court orders, debt balances, and bills they can't avoid. That denial is the scroll's curse. He delays, he avoids, he hides, but every delay compounds the debt and every avoidance tightens the chains. The ghost whispers here, "It's not fair, you've lost too much, what's the point in rebuilding?" That whisper lures men into despair, into drinking, into reckless spending, as if punishing themselves will change the math. But math does not negotiate, it only collects. That's why so many men sink after divorce, not because they cannot recover, but because they refuse to face the inevitability. NASA calls it orbital decay. When a satellite loses altitude, gravity accelerates its fall. Divorce is the same. Once your lifestyle is cut, unless you make immediate course corrections, you spiral faster toward collapse. Keep spending as if nothing changed and you'll hit the ground harder. Pretend you can live the same way on less income and debt interest will bury you alive. Ignore the budget and you'll wake up bankrupt. The scroll doesn't grasp inevitability until it's too late. The centurion sees it coming and acts with precision. The centurion accepts the wound but does not let it end him. He audits his new reality ruthlessly. He cuts expenses not as a victim but as a strategist. He sells what must be sold. He cancels what must be canceled. He doesn't hide from downsizing. He uses it as a reset. He turns bitterness into fuel for rebuilding. He takes new contracts, new skills, new income streams. He disciplines his spending like a soldier rationing supplies during war. And in doing so, he transforms divorce from a death sentence into a forced rebirth. This is not about money alone. Divorce attacks identity. A man once seen as provider now questions his worth. He feels stripped of power, forced to live smaller. The scroll lets this shame rot him. He clings to ego, spends to prove he's still the man, and in the process destroys himself further. The centurion redefines manhood not by what he lost, but by what he rebuilds. He does not seek validation in possessions. He finds it in discipline, resilience, and forward motion. Men must hear this. You cannot run from the numbers. Divorce costs, and it costs dearly, but you have a choice. You can let it break you, or you can make it the audit that forces you into strength. If you continue as a scroll, you will rot under debt, despair, and regret. If you rise as a centurion, you will cut away weakness, sharpen discipline, and forge a new life from the ruins. Brother, I'm not telling you this to scare you, I'm telling you this to awaken you. Divorce may have stolen years, money, and comfort, but it has not stolen your future, unless you let it. The debt is real, but it is also the training ground. Let every check you write, every bill you pay, every cut you make be the reminder that you are not finished. You are rebuilding, you are recalibrating, you are forging. Divorce divides. That is its nature, but whether it divides you into nothing or into something stronger, that choice is yours. Do not sink into silence. Do not drown in excuses. Do not let the ghost consume you with whispers of hopelessness. Rise, audit, adjust, rebuild. Join OLP 365 or keep pretending silence is strength until it leaves you with nothing.